I don't think Bloodborne's going to be here. Maybe it will be. I'm willing to be surprised and proven wrong. Anyways, let's move on. Digimon. Wait. All right, ladies and gents, boys and girls, welcome back. It's me, Addy, again, and I hope you guys are doing amazing as always. I'm just going to jump right into this with an apology. The reason being, today there was, of course, a Sony State of Play, and you'll know that it's been a tradition of ours to check out each and every one of these live game shows on stream together, and god dang, the timing could not have been worse. Some of you all out there may know this, but the past couple days I haven't been streaming because we've been having internet problems, so my tech was scheduled to come in at literally 5 Eastern today, which is when the Sony State of Play was taking place. Thankfully, I think we got our internet issues sorted out, but that came at the expense of me being able to check out the Sony event live with you guys. And oof, that was painful because yesterday I heard that this was going to be one of the biggest Sony State of Plays and one of the most important ones for PlayStation fans. And of course, I've been hearing whisperings here and there about certain games getting revealed at this thing. The biggest one, of course, being Final Fantasy Tactics Remastered. I know my community and myself have been talking a lot about this game as of late and the potential of it happening and being revealed at this event. Who knows? It might have happened. It's currently 6:51 p.m. Eastern. The event was pretty much 2 hours ago at this point. It might have taken place. I might not have gotten to check it out live, but we're going to see whether or not that happened right now. Tactics is my second favorite Final Fantasy title ever, and there have been some really interesting things going on. The director, Yasumi Matsuno, basically retweeted the Sony State of Play event, and a games journalist with a bunch of insider information, I believe, talked about how amazing of a game Tactics is. So yeah, everyone's been going crazy, and we've known about Tactics for a long time from the Nvidia leaks, and we've been looking forward to this thing finally getting unveiled next to Final Fantasy IX, which is my third favorite FF game, I would say. So man, I can't wait to see whether this thing got unveiled or not. Next to that, of course, if you're curious, another game that I would have been looking forward to was Resident Evil 9. I feel like if there were a perfect time for Capcom to have revealed it, it would have been today at the Sony State of Play, because I think historically that's where they've been revealing most of the recent RE titles. And yeah, we're big fans of Resident Evil, so that's of course a game that I was looking forward to getting revealed at this thing. Once again, I have no idea what was revealed. We're going to go through a live recap list in just a second here. I'll pull something up on Google. Hopefully not run into any crazy headlines or spoilers while I do so, because I want to scroll through the live updates of what was revealed at each and every timestamp of this event with you guys. I want to check that out and be blown away, potentially. I don't know. Maybe nothing came of this event, right? Maybe I didn't miss anything, which in a way would be good, even though I'm gutted that I missed reacting to this with you guys live, because normally that's what we always do around here. And don't worry, I'll be back for the SGF in a couple days. We're definitely checking that one out live. But man, I just really hope things like Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3, its title, stuff like that weren't revealed at this Sony State of Play, and that they've been saved for the SGF so we can check that out live together. We've never missed checking out these amazing reveals for games we really care about live on stream for the very first time. So yeah, if nothing happened here, in a way that would be good. But if something happened here, we're about to find out right now, and this video will meet your eyeballs in that case on my YouTube channel. Because yeah, if nothing got revealed, this video ain't going up. But anyways, enough yapping, let's have a look. Alright, here we go guys. Am I excited for nothing? Been hearing a lot of good things about this Sony State of Play leading into it. Once again, really sad I didn't get to check it out live. But here was some live coverage by Games Radar, I suppose. Everything announced at the PlayStation State of Play, June 2025. Okay, we're scrolling through. There was the whole event. Not gonna watch the whole thing. But yeah, dude, look at that. I wasn't kidding, right? At the very top of this article, they're talking about how Final Fantasy Tactics is something that a lot of people were looking forward to with this event. It's not just me. Yeah, folks are chatting about the long-rumored FF Tactics Remastered. This thing has been whispered about for eons at this point, the past 4 years. This and FF9 are amongst the two only games that haven't been revealed yet, from what I know, from that Nvidia leak. Dude, I'm just gonna say it right now. If this game was revealed at this event, FF9 Remake is happening. Alright, yeah, maybe there's some Death Stranding 2 stuff, of course, another trailer, but like, My third favorite game, of course, Death Stranding. Once again, for those of you who don't know, really excited for the second game. We talk about this game a lot on the channel. I got my Kojima production shirt. Even though I'm enormously excited for this game and we're doing a Death Stranding marathon currently, I don't want to watch any trailer that might have been dropped during the State of Play because this month I'm going dark when it comes to Death Stranding 2 stuff. I want to go in as blind as possible now. I feel like we've seen enough together. So yeah. All right, yeah, some Ghost of Yotei things maybe. This is also speculation before the event began yet, like 3:30. Oh, God of War Ragnarok stuff? Interesting. Metroidvania spin-off, fascinating. All right, here we go. Yep, here we go. So, yep, they're probably going to be like a bunch of trailers that they post here from YouTube as soon as the thing's dropped. Nothing that catches my eye just yet. Let's see here. Bloodstained the Scarlet Engagement. Fascinating. And for those of you who might be wondering, I'm just going to say right now, Bloodborne's my second favorite game, but I've been living on copium for way too long, my dude. There's going to be nothing Bloodborne related here. I'm willing to bet both my nuts. There's nothing Bloodborne related here, okay? It's not happening anytime soon, my fellow hunters. It's not. Get off the copium. I want to believe as much as you guys do, but there's, like, yeah, the moment I saw the word blood, I was like, wait a minute, but nope. I don't think Bloodborne's going to be here. Maybe it will be. I'm willing to be surprised and proven wrong. Anyways, let's move on. Digimon. Wait. I don't know what to say. I'm speechless. I'm Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. This is one of the best moments of my life, dude. This is one of the best moments of my life. I don't know what to say, man. This is the greatest jump scare of all time. This left me speechless, dude. I can't believe it. Ladies and gentlemen, wait. No, I just want to make sure I'm not reading this wrong and I'm not interpreting this the wrong way. The Final Fantasy Tactics Remaster is real and it looks great. Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles with voice acting. Oh my god. Okay, so it's a remaster. I don't think it's going to be a remake or anything like that. This is what we thought. Classic and enhanced game now. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god, dude. I'm getting my headphones. It wasn't all for nothing. This is going up on YouTube, but this is going down in the history books. FF Tactics Remaster is real. Holy shit. I'm sorry. I'm freaking out, but this game is a huge deal to me. I played it so many times. Oh my god. Tactics is such a monumentally important part of my life as a gamer, man. It is up there within my favorite Final Fantasies, like I said. Probably somewhere in my top 10 games ever. Okay, I'm just gonna shut the fuck up. Dude, we need to like watch this trailer right now. Oh my god, it's real. Oh my god. Why are my headphones? Holy shit, Creative Studio 3. Wait, Business Unit 3 is working on this? Yoshi P?
Oh, Father, abandon not your wayward children of...
Are there new cinematics?
But deliver us from our sins, that we might know salvation.
Okay, looks...
If you're wrong, blame yourself or the Father.
Why do you fight? Why walk this path?
Oh my god, battle at the bridge. Oh my god.
Powerful.
Holy crap, the map. You can see what...
Our duty. Heavens fall.
You can see what you need for the jobs now.
This vile
Or land...
has gone on long enough.
Voice acting. Dude, Ramza sounds sick.
Do you remember when your father showed us how to make a whistle of a blade of grass?
Oh, I'm ready to be destroyed by Delita, man. And his story. Oh, wait. Classic enhanced? Okay, wait. We can choose? Both versions are included. Wait. Holy shit. It comes out in September? 4 months. Let's go. One of the best state of plays ever. We gotta watch that again. We gotta watch it again. I can't believe Tactics. Let's fucking go. Let's go. I'm so happy right now, you guys. You know what this means? This means FF9 Remake exists. It exists, man. It exists. It's going to happen. It's real. It's a real game. It's a real game. FF9 Remake exists. It's out there somewhere, man. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so happy, man. I'll take 10. I'll take 15 of these right now. Or watching that again. Oh, I can't believe it, man. And it's Business Unit 3 or Creative Studio 3. Those are the guys who made FF16, right? If I'm not mistaken. And there's a crystal theme. A sweeping epic return is told as never before. There's so much that happened all at once. I was so enraptured by all of it. We gotta like go through this a little bit slower now. Captured on PS5. Of course, it's gonna come to PS5 first. Man, I have been hoping for a Tactics, anything, not even a remaster, just a port to all the other systems for eons now, man. It's been stuck on iOS for so long, the War of the Lions version. It has only ever been on iOS, which is redonkulous, man. So we finally get an upscaled, enhanced version with toppings like voice acting and stuff, hopefully new cinematics. One thing I would always dream of growing up for like a Tactics remaster remake type thing, were more cinematics for a lot of the cutscenes and story moments in this game, because the story in Tactics is freaking phenomenal. It's so good. One of the greatest dark, gritty medieval fantasy tales that I have ever experienced. For sure, man. The narrative is up there with Final Fantasy 7 and 9 and all the other greats, in my opinion, in the Final Fantasy franchise.
Father, abandon not your way with
So this is the intro cinematic, right? With Delita and his boys going to the church.
children of Ivalice.
It's gotta be.
Deliver us from
I don't remember this. That's Ovelia, right? Is this a new cinematic? Maybe it's from the opening of the original Tactics.
we might know salvation.
There's Agrias. Okay, yo, no, I don't remember. I don't remember this. Maybe there are cinematics now. And they're like in the same style, it looks like. The same visual style and aesthetic as in the original, or not the original, I'm sorry, the War of the Lions version on PSP. And yeah, that's the other thing. It was on PSP as well, not just iOS. It was first on PSP in 2007. That was technically the first remaster for Tactics, for those of you who don't know, which polished up a lot of the vernacular, the dialogue between the characters, made it sound more in line with the medieval fantasy setting, added in cinematics, added in secret characters and drops and stuff, some Easter eggs like Cloud in the game, Balthier from FF12. Of course, I'm assuming all of that is going to be in this game, and then some. Hopefully, what that includes are new cinematics as well, like we're seeing here, I think. But yeah, it looks... They haven't changed it up all that much, but it definitely looks a lot crisper for sure. And that's, I mean, what you would expect from a remaster, right? The main things are going to be quality of life things when you're actually on the board playing and doing all the tactical stuff.
If you feel wrong, blame
Delita
yourself
and
or
his
the
sister.
Father.
Why do you fight? Why walk this path of...
Okay, we gotta pause, man. So this is where we definitely want to pause and see what the heck is going on with all the UI stuff. Oh, this is wonderful. Right off the bat, you can see everyone's turn. We recently saw a concept like this in Expedition 33, of course. A modern touch to being able to see CT in the game, or I think that stands for charge time, right? That's what I always interpreted it as from original Tactics, seeing everyone's turn order, and that just being available to you on the screen itself while you're playing, without having to go through multiple menus. And yeah, this is great, man. You can see so much information here now.
Path of subterfuge and conflict.
The powerful.
That's got to be Agrias talking, right?
Conflict. Path of subterfuge and conflict. Why walk this path of subterfuge and conflict?
Dude, she sounds sick, man. And we only heard like 3 lines of dialogue from Agrias in the War of the Lions cinematic at the very beginning of the game, but never again. So it's going to be amazing hearing all these characters I know and love and remember from the War of the Lions game in this definitive version here. And there's like Bahamut, the summons, and the map looks sick. It looks so Final Fantasy 16 coded when you're trying to figure out the lore of the world and you have this like side Wikipedia encyclopedia mode to kind of like look at the entire map and find out the lore of all the different kingdoms and the factions and all of that stuff. I hope this game kind of incorporates aspects of that where we can look into more information if we'd like to, because there are so many moving pieces and pawns and that kind of thing in Final Fantasy Tactics, because it's ultimately like a political backstabbing drama kind of game where you definitely want to be able to keep up with what the heck is happening in the lore. So hopefully they give us options to read up on characters and locations and stuff. I know the original and War of the Lions versions had that. I am aware of that, where you could consult Arazulum and look through an encyclopedia of all the different characters. But I hope there's like a more interactive and, visually stimulating version of that, kind of like in Final Fantasy 16. I think that would be really cool. But yeah, this is the world map on which you traverse as Ramza and go through all the various locations and chapters of his story. And it gives you, it's cool how it basically tells you where you're at in the story at the bottom. One thing I just thought of that I want to point out they're absolutely going to put into this game, which is a nightmare. I'm sure a lot of you fellow Tactics fans out there will understand my pain. In both the original and War of the Lions versions, if you committed to like a dungeon or a church or something with multiple layers and you got stuck in between, if you saved in between those layers, the game gives you the option to save, and you're stuck in the next fight, there's no way of getting out of that dungeon, so you can potentially break your save file, and the game just screws you over by offering you that option to save in the first place. So they're definitely going to get rid of shit like that, right? I just randomly thought of that. But oh man, I'm just so excited right now. I'm just ranting like crazy about this.
Must rule.
And this is huge. This is probably one of the biggest quality of life things, right? The ability to actually see what jobs are available to you and how to get to them without having to, consult the wiki or anything like that online. And I wonder if maybe they're going to add in a couple of new secrets and new jobs here and there for this remaster, potentially, kind of like they did with War of the Lions. And to that point, I'm curious what the dialogue is going to be like between the characters. Are they going to change that up at all from War of the Lions? Because that game was beautifully written, in my opinion, man. They need not change anything from that, if you ask me. Like the Shakespearean flowery dialect that the characters spoke in was fantastic. It was so immersive.
Is our duty. Heavens fall upon your crown.
Wait, was that Orlando speaking?
Crown.
Orlando the Goat. Oops. One of the most OP frickin' characters in all of Final Fantasy. You get this guy's game over, man. If you ever want to do a challenge run, make sure to at least incorporate some aspect of not having this dude in your party.
Your crown is fall upon your heavens fall upon your crown.
Heavens fall upon your crown. What was that? Crush armor, crush helm. He has all the different holy sword arts. It's great. Oh, and I can't wait to hear Gafgarian and stuff. Maybe we did hear him. There's just so much going on right now. I cannot wait to hear all the characters and all their quirks and their little personalities and characteristics. It's going to be wonderful, dude.
This vile charade has gone on long enough.
I don't know if you can see his lips moving. You can see Ramza's lips moving in the portrait. That's amazing.
Long enough.
That's so adorable. I always found the Tactics characters really adorable without their noses, right? And his voice seems pretty cool too. And it's going to take a little bit to warm up to me because I'm used to Ramza's old voice of what little we heard of it, admittedly, right from like the cinematics in War of the Lions. But I'm sure this is going to be amazing. Whoever voiced him probably crushed it.
No. It ends now.
It ends now, dude. Ramza's such a great character. Delita, Ramza, their story, where they go.
Remember when your father showed us how to make a whistle of a blade of grass?
One of the best moments in the game. And what's interesting, I gotta say, folks, is this scene in the War of the Lions PSP remaster actually has a cinematic, but they're actually showing us the PS1 version of this, right? The 1997 PS1 version without the special cinematic they crafted for War of the Lions, where it was all just in-game and in the map.
Do you remember when your father showed us how to make a whistle of a blade of grass?
Dude, Delita sounds amazing. God, his voice actor kind of crushed it from what little I've heard from this trailer so far. Yeah, this is going to be incredible. How do they stray apart? Yep, the story of two friends who tragically drift apart due to all the shit effery that happens, right, in this really dour, cold, cruel political landscape. But okay, here's the good stuff. We gotta read through this. So this is one of my favorite aspects of remasters that do this kind of shit, where you can actually shift back and forth between the classic vision and the remastered enhanced version. So this is going to kind of cater to everyone. The purists who kind of appreciate that older approach to it and are more used to that, and some of the folks who appreciate the more contemporary modern toppings that go into making a solid quality of life experience. I'll have to see which one I prefer. I have played Tactics so many times over the years, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that it might be kind of hard for me to go over to the enhanced version, but I do love how crisp and smooth everything everything looks. That's for sure. But it just looks a little cluttered to me right now, but maybe that's for the best. Maybe it has so much information that I wish was in the original all the times that I would play it, and we can already kind of establish that that's the case in a way, with all the CT stuff being on the side here in the enhanced version without having to once again go through a million menus. So I might end up going with it enhanced eventually. We'll definitely start with it, right, to see what we think. But man, I can't help but feel like old is gold when it comes to just like the layout of everything and how clean it all looks right now from what I'm looking at. But once again, I'm happy to be proven wrong. I'm just happy in general. I'm just happy in general that this even freaking exists. But yeah, let's read this. A classic version unites the graphics and gameplay of the original with a renowned War of the Lions translation. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so it says a classic version. Of course, yeah, it's the same as War of the Lions. And it has the same translation as well, same dialogue. Enhanced version features a renewed interface, extensive additions and adjustments to the story. Fascinating. Fully voiced dialogue and much more. Okay, much more. I hope, dude, please, dear God, I hope that means they're going to be putting in cinematics that weren't there before in War of the Lions. Please tell me they handcrafted you cinematics. I would love that. That would be amazing. There were so many cutscenes in the War of the Lions version where I was like, dude, it would have been amazing if there was like a proper pre-rendered cinematic for this instance here, for this scenario, because of what's happening between the characters and the story and how it packs a punch. So I'm really, really curious as to what all they're going to include here beyond just quality of life and everything like that. This adjustments to the story part has me very, very intrigued. It has piqued my curiosity. I'm very curious what they mean by that. I would love to see just what the heck they've cooked up with this thing. Hey, Future Addy here, who's currently editing this video. I had a thought about what some of the story adjustments could be that I thought would be worth sharing real quick. So if you guys remember in the original Final Fantasy Tactics and War of the Lions version, as soon as key story characters were no longer deemed important to the narrative, they would kind of just disappear into the background and never really show significance from that point forward, and they'd be relegated to guest characters. This was applicable to characters like Agrias, Vistadio, even frickin' Orlando, man. So hopefully now with the enhanced version, the Ivalice Chronicles version, these characters will be important for the entirety of the story, even after their scenarios and character arcs are over. I think that would be a really cool story adjustment, but we'll see. All right, back to the video. I can't wait to hear the music again too. I wonder if they remastered the music at all. It's not like they needed to, right? The music is perfect as is. It's one of the greatest soundtracks of frickin' all time, man. Hitoshi Sakimoto's orchestral composition of Final Fantasy Tactics' music back in the day was ahead of its frickin' time, man. This shit was unbelievably cool sounding. Man, it's crazy how good of a year this has been when it comes to remasters and the games that I like, right, getting remastered. Between Oblivion remastered and now this, it's insane. Just like the fact that it feels like we manifested these, right? We were talking a lot about Oblivion remastered being a thing before it was revealed, and then it got revealed. We talked a lot about Final Fantasy Tactics Remastered being a thing before it, like shortly before it got revealed, and it got revealed, of course. Dude, okay. Now that I've convinced myself that I have these manifestation powers, come on, man. Let's make FF9 happen next. We don't need to make it happen. We know it's going to happen. This just confirms to me that at the end of the day, that NVIDIA stuff was 100,000% true. FF9 Remake is happening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's out there. You gotta believe. Take my hand. Let's believe. God, I love this key art, by the way, man. This is sick looking. We got to read more about this real quick. But before we do, let's just make sure nothing else crazy got unveiled at the state of play here, right? Okay, something there. Ninja Gaiden. Oh, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. That's kind of cool. I know a lot of fighting game fans will be into that. I'm a big fan of Mortal Kombat myself. So that's pretty neat. Oh, no, wait. Neo 3. Damn. Yeah. Dude, I liked Neo 1 and 2 a lot. I'll probably watch this trailer later on, though. You know, I'm not monumentally excited for this, but that's sick that, you know, Neo 3 is in the works. Anything else? Okay, Astrobots is getting some things. Last year's game of the year. Oh, James Bond game. Cool, cool. Check that out in a bit. RE9, did it not happen here? Wait, what's this? Capcom, Marvel vs. Capcom. Okay. Nothing there. I just saw the word Capcom and got interested. Arc System Works. Anything DBFZ related? My favorite fighting game? Okay, nope. Just kind of seeing... Well, that looks like that's it. All right. Well, glad nothing else too massive got revealed that I missed out on checking out live with you guys. It really was just Tactics. Probably one of, if not the best state of plays we have ever gotten, man. We won. We won. I love how I was speechless, man. I was not expecting this. I was somehow expecting it, but really I wasn't in hindsight, right? Like as soon as we scrolled down and saw this thing, one of the craziest jump scares of all time. That's all I'm going to say about that, right? I was speechless. I didn't even know what to say. I didn't even think what I was looking at was real. I can't believe this is real. All right, PlayStation blog. Time to do some reading. We got to get all them juicy details. Even more, man. We can't get enough. Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles. I love that name, by the way. It's such a great name. Ivalice Chronicles. Comes to PS5 and PS4. Oh, cool. Last turn as well? Sweet. September 30th, 2025. It's got to be like timed exclusivity, right? Surely this is eventually going to come to like Nintendo Switch, Xbox, PC, all of that. I hope so, man. Everyone deserves to experience this game. This game needs to be on every platform out there. It is finally free, man. It's free of iOS, iPad, iPhone, iPad, iPood, jail. It's now going to be on hopefully everything. It's now at least on modern systems, man. I cannot tell you how long I've been waiting for this. I have so many fond memories playing it on PSP and iPad, but I've really wanted to play something like this forever now, just like on my PC or like, you know, PlayStation. And even though this isn't out on PC yet, at least it's on PS5 now, and it's a new version of the game, obviously, elephant in the room. But anyways, let's read. Yep, originally released in 1997 for the PlayStation, same year as Final Fantasy VII. Tactics is one of the most beloved titles in the franchise, hell yeah. Known for its rich story and deep strategic gameplay. It's insane how much they achieved with this game for the time. I'm very excited to share that this classic strategy RPG is coming to PlayStation 5 and PS4 this September with the release of FF Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles. The development team has included 2 different versions of the game so that you can enjoy the title in that way that best suits you. First, we have the enhanced version. Okay, let's see if there are more details here about it, which adds fully voiced dialogue, yep, and optimized and updated UI, yep, graphical improvements, of course, and a number of other quality of life features, including the more accessible Squire difficulty. Interesting. Makes the enhanced version an excellent starting point for first-time players. Okay, cool. So they're adding difficulty modes to this. Fascinating. Yeah, so originally, War of the Lions and also the PS1 version were really difficult right off the bat, unless you did like a lot of grinding to get classes like Archer and then Dragoon, and Dragoons were busted. The jump attack was crazy good in this game. So the game would go from being really challenging to not so challenging, and then not challenging at all depending on how much time you put into grind, right? If you didn't put in any time to grind whatsoever, it was pretty brutal. The first couple times I played this game, I actually gave up because of how hard it was. I couldn't even get past the first chapter of the game with Ramza's flashback and everything. So I'm curious what difficulty setting in Ivalice Chronicles here best reflects the core tactics experience that we all remember being really tough, and how much easier Squire mode is than what we experienced. Like, yeah, I'm curious what other difficulty modes there are beyond this, right? Those who wish to enjoy Final Fantasy Tactics as they remember it are welcome to play the classic version, yep, which unites the graphics and gameplay of the original 1997 version with the renowned War of the Lions translation for a unique way to experience this beloved title. So that's kind of interesting how the classic version combines the visuals and also the cinematics, as we saw, like that Ramza Delita scene not having the pre-rendered cutscene of the War of the Lions version, with the retranslation of War of the Lions in terms of the dialogue and everything. Fascinating. So the version that will have all of the pre-rendered cinematics, like in the War of the Lions version, is going to be the enhanced version, and by extension, I hope will feature even more cinematics. I'm sorry, that's the main thing for me. Voice acting is already a huge step. I just want to see this beautiful ass story being realized in a beautiful ass contemporary way. So once again, I really hope that there are some more pre-rendered cinematics and that the game is abundant with them. That the enhanced version is abundant with them, man. I would love that. Please let that be a thing. We'll see if that's actually confirmed here. And yeah, it stays true to the original in almost every aspect and includes some Handy features such as autosave. Oh yeah, of course. We touched on this while we were watching the trailer. This is a given. This has to be in the game, both in the enhanced and classic versions, because lack of autosave was brutal in original Tactics. I think these two versions will provide the best experience for both veteran players and those who have not had the chance to give FF Tactics a try, and both are included with the Ivalice Chronicles. Hell yeah. For those not as familiar with FF Tactics, we'd like to introduce the storied world of Ivalice and what you can expect when you dive into this adventure of politics, war, and power. So yep, here's the story. I'll let you guys pause and read this if you would like to. Please do. Honestly, please do play the game. This story is unbelievably good, and it will blow you away. The characters, the richly detailed world, all the complex motivations and twists and turns, and what it all culminates to, phenomenal stuff. Please play the game. Just read this if you want to, but then play the game when it's out. Or, you know what? I'm gonna pull a Blizzard here. Don't you guys have phones? Go ahead and go install Tactics right now. The original War of the Lions, play it, man. Just do it, okay? It's so good. Yep, here's the TRPG gameplay. Once again, a way more richly detailed user interface to give you a lot more information about what the heck is going on while you play. I want to read this section though, character growth and customization. Combine a wide variety of jobs and abilities to craft your very own strategies. See, I'm curious if there are more jobs. As your party members grow, they will gain access to more jobs, each with its own unique abilities. Once learned, abilities can be used even after changing to another job. With over 20 jobs to master, including White Mage, Black Mage, Dragoon, and many others from the Final Fantasy series. By the way, best Final Fantasy when it comes to the job system. Recently played the first 6 Final Fantasies for the first time. 5 came really close to having an awesome job system, but nothing takes the cake from Tactics. Truly legendary. Playing through those games, as much as I enjoyed some of the job systems here and there, like in 3 and 5, made me appreciate Tactics' job system so much more, because it took what 3 and 5 did and vastly expanded upon those to make a borderline perfect job system. Amazing stuff. Hundreds of abilities to learn. You have the freedom to experiment and discover the combinations that best suit your party. Chocobos and other creatures can also be tamed and led into battle, of course. And I wonder if we're going to get more chocobo colors, maybe. I'm just curious in general if we'll get new gameplay features, right? Like new chocobos, new jobs, some secret characters from other FF games this time around. I don't know. We'll see. And it gets out September 30th, man. Oh my god. Oh my god. What a year this has been for games. What a year. Between stuff that I've been generally excited for that were nothing but rumors before when it comes to remaster territory, like Oblivion, Final Fantasy Tactics, and of course games that we've been looking forward to for a while now that were confirmed a couple years ago, like Death Stranding 2, and just generally games that turned out to be really good that we had no expectations for, like Expedition 33, which turned out to be my 4th favorite game of all time. What a year 2025 has been, man! And I can't wait for what more there is to come, especially with an announcement like this one, man. Tactics is back, baby. Hell yeah. The Ivalice Chronicles launches in a few short months. 3 months, man. September feels like it's far away, but then I gotta remind myself it's already June. The game will be available on PS4 and PS5. We'll have more to share about the game before then, and are excited to welcome you back, or welcome you for the first time, to the world of Ivalice. We made it, ladies and gentlemen. Final Fantasy Tactics is real. I can't fucking believe it. I can't. I don't know what to say. See you guys on YouTube when I upload this. And see you guys on stream when this comes out. Dreams do come true. And now, all that remains is Final Fantasy IX remake, remaster, whatever it's going to be. It's speculated that it's going to be a remake. I know this was speculated to be a remaster, and considering this turned out to be a remaster, Final Fantasy IX is going to be a remake. Can't wait for when that's unveiled. I don't mind if we have to wait 3 months, 3 years. I'm okay waiting for however long we need to. Pretty much knowing that it exists and that it is real based on this announcement makes me happy. I'll see you guys in a couple nights for Summer Games Fest, where you can anticipate way more amazing announcements in the same vein as this, I would hope. Maybe we'll finally get the title reveal for Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3. And who knows, I'm going to sound like a broken record for this, but Final Fantasy IX Remake. It's the 25th anniversary. If it's going to be unveiled this soon, it's got to be at SGF, right? Right? I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Also pretty funny how, yeah, there didn't turn out to be anything Bloodborne related. Overlay this portion with a sad black and white filter. Oh, what it is to be a Bloodborne fan. Anyways, ladies and gents, see you in a couple nights, and see you for the Tactics playthrough when that's out on twitch.tv/irritableidian. Keep on keeping on. So happy, man.